Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you this very nice Hubbell lighting 175 watt metal halide / mercury vapor floodlight. Now this particular floodlight was bought at a restore in Longmont, Colorado for a staggering $39. So that costed an arm and a leg, if I'm allowed to say that. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this floodlight and see what we have on this floodlight. So anyways, here you have our door right here that opens it up. As usual, we have a very nice glass pane held by some metal straps to support the glass refractor, I should say, from, making the glass shatter and all that. So that's that. And this door can also go off as well, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to show you that it actually slides off from these two little bars that support the door on this floodlight. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up all the way like this. And here's the reflector. It's very nice, as you can see. When I got this floodlight, it was really dirty. It had like all types of stains on it, but I cleaned it up and it looks very nice now. So anyways, I'm going to turn this over, and there's also a warning printing on the etch on the aluminum reflector. It says, "Do not operate with cover open or glass lens damaged." So if this glass lens was damaged or cracked or shattered or not at all in the floodlight, this cannot be operated under, supervision with all that. But luckily, this glass lens is original to the fixture, and you cannot also operate this while it's open and exposed, because the light will be ruined. Plus, this is an enclosed rated metal halide, and plus, metal halide bulbs can explode at the end of life, which is pretty bad. So that's why they put it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door now. There we go. And I also forgot to mention that it has very nice gray weather stripping for outdoor applications. So that's really cool. So you can also mount it to like a wall or something. So very cool. So shut that. And plus it also came with 2 screws, which I unscrewed, which I'm not going to use on this floodlight, since I'm going to be changing out lamps all the time when I make new 175 watt metal halide medium based lamps. So here we have some stickers on the back. So sorry for the wire in the way. I wired this up myself, which is really cool, just like I did with my 100 watt metal halide ballast box that I made 2 days ago. So that's cool. So here we have basically the main label of the floodlight. We have our logo, we have our wattage right here, we have our ballast ANSI code as well, and what volts it can take, frequency it takes, and the amps that it draws. So it draws 1.8 amps if it's on 120 volts. So that's pretty high actually, but this is actually just a 175 watt metal halide floodlight. And plus the ballast that is in there, if I remember correctly, it's made by Advanced Transformers Incorporation, and it operates 3 types of high intensity discharge lamp types. It operates the 175 watt metal halide M57, it operates the 175 watt mercury vapor H39, and it also operates the 150 watt probe start metal halide M107. I have not seen an M107 metal halide bulb at all, but if I do encounter one, I will make a video of it, because it's actually a special type of lamp, because 150 watt probe start metal halide bulbs are kind of rare, if I'm allowed to say that. The pulse start ones are still a little bit more common, still to this day. So we have a warning sticker right here. If you want to read, pause now. Alright, let's move on. And we also have, this is like, just for like, basically this can be used in indoors and outdoor use. So that's nice. And here's the back of it, and I use this wire, and it works like a charm. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and here's the bulb. This is not the original bulb. The original bulb is made by Philips. This one is made by PLT Precision, and of course this one works as well. And the original bulb was made by Philips, but look at this. It has a blackened arc tube, which means that it's on, it's near the end of its life. Plus, this has an average life of 10,000 hours, and this bulb doesn't work too well. But it kind of works when you do the right thing of how to power it. We have our probe circuit right here, and the blackened arc tube, can't even see anything in there. because everything is very black. We have our ceramic wire and all that, and we have a nice brass base on that bulb, but this one has an aluminum base with a glass insulator. It's because it's a newer lamp. So here's the etch on the side. If you want to read it, pause now. And I'm sorry if it's upside down. So anyways, now that we're done, I'm going to give you some specifications about this floodlight, and then I will turn on the floodlight and the bulb while, just whatever. Alright, here we go. So this particular floodlight here produces around 14,000 lumens, so it's really bright actually, just for 175 watts. But, I don't actually have a 250 or 400 watt metal halide floodlight. Hope to get some soon or something like that. But anyway, the color temperature of this floodlight, or the bulb I should say, is 4,000 Kelvin, or cool white. And, of course, it's not dimmable since this is an arc lamp. And, the lifetime on the bulb is 10,000 hours, while this lasts much longer since, the ballast is, stronger. And the ballast is located right here on the left, and the capacitor is located on the right. And the capacitor is actually a wet type of capacitor. My 250 watt metal halide fixture has a dry type capacitor, which means that this capacitor has to be in an enclosed fixture in order for it to operate. So there are some wet type capacitors out there suitable for 250 watt ballasts like this. So, I believe that's that. So, and plus, this floodlight kind of has a loud ballast, but it's not as loud as this 250 watt parking lot fixture. And, if you viewers want to listen to the sound, just turn your volume all the way up if you like. If you streetlight fans or floodlight fans, whatever you want to call it, are into buzzing sounds. But, if you're not too interested, just turn down your volume to like at least 60% because the ballast is somewhat loud. So anyways, and also I'm not responsible for anyone who's gone deaf in this video just from a loud ballast on this floodlight. But anyways, let's go ahead. I'll set the camera right here where the arc tube is so you can get a good view of the arc tube turning on. Make sure the camera's in focus first before I turn it on for you viewers. Give me just a second. Alright, let me just position the camera right here. Alright, so I believe we're ready to give this bulb, or the floodlight I should say, a whirl here. So let's go ahead and turn on this floodlight. Here we go. So the floodlight is now at full brightness, and it is actually quite bright in here, if I'm allowed to say that. And I also forgot to mention that the burning position of this bulb, I should say, is universal, even though I'm burning it in a horizontal burn position. So anyways, you can see that the bulb lights up the room quite nicely. And actually, it gives off green on camera, but it's actually white in person. But anyways, I might make a separate video of this bulb turning on. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this very nice Hubbell lighting 175 watt metal halide / mercury vapor floodlight. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And thank you all so much for watching.